What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Alpha Cave. Today we got a special edition for you. We're taking a break from the sports talk because one of our very own is out with the coronavirus. Shout out, Gilbert. Just kidding. It's a regular flu.
Just a regular flu.
Get well soon, Gilbert. Today, instead of a sports talk, we got a stock talk for you. We're going to be giving you our two stocks of the week, one that we own and one that we're going to own soon. So here we go. Let's get started.
I'll start with mine first. The one I talk about a lot is NRZ, New Residential.
Every video.
I love that.
And I do too. It gives a good dividend.
I love that. I love the dividend. It's really, really good. The business is growing. I think it's up to about $7.2 billion. It's how much it's worth now. The dividend, they cover easily. I think they made like 61 or 62 cents per share this last quarter. So, they can cover that 50 cents easily. Initially, there was a lot of criticism a few years ago when I put it down on Tapa Talk or one of these that they were, it's not a safe business or that, but they hadn't even researched the business itself. They're pretty safe. They're safe. They actually diversify quite a bit so that even in times where the interest rate is low, they'll make money. When it's a high, they'll make money. And so either way, they'll make money. And so that's why I like it.
I know it's a good buy. I've had it at the top of my watch list since it's been a few months, and I've seen it growing because I've been waiting for it to get to 13 to buy some, and it's actually just been growing. It's all the way up to 17 something right now, right?
It's going up. It's at 17 something now. I'll look it up right now. But yeah, it's at 17 something now, and I've been waiting to buy some more, and I just haven't because it is actually way up there.
It's a high price, and I know their dividend yield is 11.6% right now, which is really high.
And
now, is that dividend yield safe?
It's safe. They're covering it very well and easily, and they don't foresee any problems with them covering that cost. So it's pretty yield. It's pretty safe.
Pretty safe.
The 1741 is what it's at right now.
1741.
So yeah, I was
it's
waiting
really
for
high.
it to go under 15 for a little bit, and I was holding. I told somebody that actually wrote on there, I said just wait until it's under 15, which eventually may creep down again, but as it creeps down, then that's the time to buy more.
Yeah, I was waiting till it's under 15 also.
Yeah, it's been very good for my dividends, and that's the one that's making me the most money right now on Robinhood. So what about you?
So my pick is the one I own is actually CGC Canopy Growth. So the cannabis industry right now it's all been going down, and it's very clear, and everybody's saying sell everything and don't get into that industry right now. And I think they're right when it comes to most of these companies. I think some companies going to come out of all this mess because eventually, the public opinion on cannabis is changing. I think Texas obviously is going to be the last state to make it legal, but the public opinion in the entire country, in Canada already, it's changing about cannabis, and it's more of a positive view on it.
Right.
And I think that somebody is going to have to come out of this alive.
Now, does this Canopy also deal with the CBD oil and things like that?
They do deal with the CBD oils, and just driving around Laredo lately, even in Texas, this CBD thing is like blowing up. There's shops here that specialize in CBD. Right. There's oils, even at supplement stores they sell CBD, and they do deal a lot in CBD. But what I think is gonna blow up is once it becomes legal, medical marijuana. So they already have a big market in Canada. And I think once the United States, follows along with that, and little by little states are coming along and legalizing it, I think Canopy Growth is going to be one of the biggest companies in this industry. Yeah. Now, the thing that sets them apart from the other cannabis companies is that they have a lot of cash to burn. So they can withstand a lot more of this downfall right now that might put other companies out of business.
Right.
So I think that's what's going to set them apart from these other cannabis companies. And they're going to come out of the ashes, basically. No pun intended.
So I think that's what I'm going to look into, definitely. I like that, and the emphasis is on the medical marijuana part. It's not just legalized to be legalized. There's a lot of it
not just
more
recreational.
Medical. Yeah, it's not recreational. It'll be medical, which is very, very different from other aspects that we use in marijuana. Okay, I like that stock. It is a good stock. But I know we're going to talk about two stocks, one that you don't have, or one we don't have any of them, right? So let's talk about those.
So the stock that I actually don't own but I want to get into has a lot to do with my favorite stock, CRISPR, but it's also in the gene editing industry. It's called Intellia Therapeutics. Intellia Therapeutics is currently at $15.05, which is a pretty good price. The reason it's on my buy list is because there was some new data that came out. Actually, I read about it February 10th, which was yesterday. And they have these two therapies, these two gene therapies, cell therapies, that are actually one's helping for cancer and one's helping for hereditary angioedema.
That's awesome. Actually, I mean, if those go through, it's going to blow up. It's going to blow up because if you have treatments and that you can actually take care of these things, that's going to be amazing.
Like I've said before, I think gene therapy is definitely the future, and I don't see anything else that's going to be able to do the things that editing genes can do. That therapy is barely in the infancy, and I don't see it going anywhere but growing, really. And the two main points of their studies were actually about their most important T-cell therapy, which is called NTLA-5001, which is the one that works on myeloid leukemia blasts.
Some of those cancers are very hard to treat. Some of them are easy to treat, and hopefully they're targeted. I don't know exactly how difficult it is to treat that one, but if they're targeting some of these that are very hard to treat, and those treatments are hard to tolerate sometimes, and you start doing it this way, and I
think this is a super simple way.
People are going to love that.
Yeah, to use the CRISPR-Cas9 technology, that it's a lot easier than chemotherapy, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
So these therapies are the future, and getting into the companies now before they grow is the perfect time to do it.
And the thing with all this CRISPR stuff is knowing the side effects that it's going to cause. I mean, you might cure one thing but create something else, and there might be some problems.
And that's the big question mark right now. And I think they're fair questions to ask. What are the side effects of these therapies? And we don't know yet. Nobody knows yet. But I'm sure with time they'll figure out if there is side effects, and then if there is, they'll figure out how to do it more safely.
Right.
But either way, I think these are the future.
It is the future. It is the future, and you're creating your own little ETF of CRISPR technology, man.
Yeah, Editas Medicine, CRISPR, and NTLA.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I like those. So I'm going in a totally opposite direction. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to type this in here. I'm going to go with Disney. Disney is a company I had a couple shares of when it was about 103, and I sold them because I wanted to buy something else, and about the day after it went up to like 130. So yeah, not the best choice to sell it at that point. But now it's at 141.01, and this company is amazing. I'll tell you what, I don't see any way this company is going to get worse unless it's mismanaged tremendously, or a
big scandal or something.
A big scandal, yeah, where nobody likes their movies anymore. But Frozen 2 made over $1 billion worldwide.
It was a great movie. It was a
great movie.
They keep coming out with these, they have those classics that never get old, so people keep watching them, and then they come out with these new ones.
Oh yeah, and so then the last couple of movies made over $1 billion each. The Avenger movie that they had made, I believe, also broke records. So they're making these movies that are creating a lot of revenue. Plus, now they have Disney Plus, and they already went over 28 million subscribers, and that's just gonna keep on growing and growing and growing. They have Star Wars, and they have all the, I guess, is it Marvel? And
all the Marvel.
Yeah, so all of that.
Avenger movies.
So all of that's gonna be on there, and they have all their old material on there. Plus, that they're starting to sell it at a very low rate, $6 something.
They're better than Netflix right now, I think, right?
Yeah, great price. Netflix is having to compete with them, and I think it's true that Netflix is probably going to be something that people keep, but they're going to be adding on Disney.
I think they're both definitely better than Hulu.
Yeah, they're both better than Hulu. Now Disney owns Hulu, and they own ESPN.
right.
So they have a package now that they're selling ESPN, they're selling Hulu, and Disney.
Oh, for like $12 though?
For like $12.
For $12, yeah. Cristela has that one.
Yeah, so it's nice, So they have a big part of that market already, and that's really, really good. So Disney, the other reason I like it is they do have some dividend. I think they're up to 88 cents or more every 6 months that they're paying you. So it's not much. But I think that this is the one company, or actually one of the 4 companies that I'm going to be buying come next month or the next couple of months, and I'm going to try to buy quite a bit of them if I can, so that I can actually make some profit. Because if you look at stocks like Tesla, that are actually just barely starting to make money, and it was negative all this time. Here you're talking about a company that's already making billions of dollars.
You think it could grow that big?
I think it's going to keep on growing. I think it's going to keep on growing. And I think this stock price right now at 140, 5 years from now, we may look back and go, yeah,
we should have bought it. That's what happened with Tesla. In my case, remember we were talking about it when it was like around $300?
Yeah, and we were like, that's crazy.
It's too expensive, and then now it went up to 900 something.
Yeah, it went up to 900, and now it's 700 to 900 in that range. It's crazy. But yeah, I think Walt Disney is a very safe company. It's a big company. They keep on expanding. They keep on growing. And I don't see a drawback on this in investing into this company at all. So that's my stock of this week, actually, that I'm picking.
Those are the ones we're looking into getting into.
Yeah. So I like those. I know hopefully next week we'll talk about some other stocks that we want to do.
We'll do some more research, and be sure I'll mention CRISPR again, and he'll probably mention NRC again. We can't go a video without mentioning
I'll
those.
switch it up. And I'll give you something different because I did find a few stocks that I really want to invest into.
Oh yeah, you did mention
And it was about last night about 1:30 before I fell asleep. It was like, oh, that's interesting. That's good. All right, man.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to talk shit to us in the comments like always if you don't agree with our picks. I know there's a lot of y'all that probably don't agree with our picks. Explain to us why. All right, so thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe, guys.